Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of May 11th, 2016. May 11th is actually my son's birthday. My son Brody turns 5 today. Man, I'm getting old. I got a 5-year-old. Jeez. So, yeah. So it's Wednesday. It's more comics, more fiasco. Gotta love it. So first off, I want to preface this pull list by saying that Diamond Comics shorted us. We're not sure how they shorted us. Whether or not it was they actually had a box put together and didn't label it and didn't mark it and it's just sitting somewhere in a warehouse, or if they just didn't load a box up of shit. Anyway, we had 6 boxes on our tracking. We got 6 boxes, but we were missing like 7 boxes, another extra box. We should have been getting 7. I don't understand. So I spent all day figuring that shit out, and hopefully I'll have more information tomorrow. So the pull list is going to be a little less today. If you're curious about what I didn't pick up or what we didn't get at the shop that I didn't get, go to conspiratorbrock.com and check out my list. It mentions there exactly what titles we don't have that I didn't pick up for my pull list or my read list. So, but let's get right into it, because we need to get into it, because I got some stuff to show you today. And if my Facebook Messenger dings, it's because I'm talking to Ryan Higgins, who's across the pond in Europe. Just found out he went out with the guy from Big Bang Comics out there in Ireland, I believe. And yeah, drinking a little bit and ended up recording a podcast at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Man, he's on vacation. He's going nuts. So, but let's get to it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the pull list. So first up, we have Batman 52, last issue of the New 52 Batman run. I'm really looking forward to checking out exactly what it entails. It is not written by Scott Snyder, so that's kind of a disappointment that he didn't finish it out. But oh well, we'll see how it goes. Next up, we have Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 6 of 6. Now that I've gotten issue 6 in the last issue, I can actually sit down and read it, because I have all 5 in front of it to read. Next up, we have DC Comics Bombshells number 12. This collects digital issues 34 through 36. I got caught up with DC Bombshells. Enjoy it. It's okay. Writing's a little disjointed, but overall, I'm enjoying it. Next up, we have The Fix by Nick Spencer. This is issue 2. Yes, that is one of the guys urinating on the Hollywood sign. Issue 1 was okay. I'm going to check out issue 2 to see if I like it, but it's basically about 2 crooked cops. That's always a fun thing. Next up, we have Harley Quinn and Her Gang of Harleys, issue 2. Yeah, issue 1 was good, and I can't wait to read issue 2. Next up, we have Imperium number 15. I'm actually caught up with Imperium. Well, am I caught up with Imperium? I think I'm caught up with Imperium. Yeah, I should be caught up with Imperium. Yeah, good stuff. Next up, we have Southern Bastards number 14. Looks like we're about to see the daughter of, I can't remember his name, but looks like she comes into play, so I'm looking forward to it. It's such a good series. Next up, we have Starfire number 12. Starfire just is overall an enjoyable book. It's not for everybody, but it's a kind of easygoing type of book. So if you're looking for something, you know, a little girly, a little easygoing, just kind of fun, that's a book for you. Next up, we have Swamp Thing number 5 of 6. It's okay. It's not the best. It's all over the place, but what can you do? So that's it for my pull list. I did get a couple variants this week. The first one was the New 52 homage to number 1 variant for Batman. Awesome cover there. And one of the titles that's not on my pull list because we got shorted all the regular copies, but I said, nope, I'm taking it home, was Catwoman 52, the number 1 homage cover. So Catwoman 52, the regular cover did come out, but we got shorted. And I did pick up a graphic novel this week, The Astonishing Ant-Man, Volume 1, Everybody Loves Team-Ups. If you have not read Ant-Man, Nick Spencer knocks it out of the park with Ant-Man, and there's 2 trades right now of the stuff before the all-new, all-different, and this stuff, and it is all good stuff. If you're down at your local comic store today, I highly recommend snagging a copy of the DC Comics Scooby-Doo Apocalypse and the Hanna-Barbera preview book. It's just a preview book, so it's just kind of going, you know, little, it looks like a regular kind of previews with all the stuff going on there. But it's got little blurbs. So if you were curious about what's going on with the Hanna-Barbera characters and coming to DC, I would highly recommend it. Checking this out. But I'm really kind of looking forward to like the Wacky Raceland. That looks awesome. So yeah, so check it out. See if it's something you would be interested in, and if it is, let your local comic shop know that you want to check those titles out. All right, next up is the read list. First up, we have American Monster number 3. First 2 issues were entertaining, so I'm going to check out this book by Brian Azzarello. Next up, we have Archie number 8. Yep, still enjoying it. I mean, is it Wade? Yep, it's Wade, and new art by Fish. Next up, we have Black Panther number 2. Issue 1 didn't really catch me. I'm hoping that issue 2 changes that, but we'll see. Next up is House of Penance by Peter J. Tomasi, number 2. This book I'm checking out because, hey, it has to do with Winchester Mystery House, and Winchester Mystery House is just a little ways away, not even 2 miles away from me. I think 2 or 3 miles. And I haven't been there since I was a little kid. Don't remember it, but it's local, and so I'm checking it out. Next up, we have Jackpot number 2. I read issue 1. It was okay. I'm going to continue with issue 2 to see if I want to keep going with it, but we'll see. Next up, we have Star Wars Darth Vader number 20. A new story arc begins, and it's the end of games. Interesting. So yeah, but Darth Vader's been an amazing title. All of the Star Wars books have been really great. Even the miniseries that kind of were a little wavering still had their good points to them. And last on the pull list is Vision number 7. Looks like he's being seduced by the witches, or the Scarlet Witches. Visions is great. Tom King's knocking it out of the park with that book, and if you haven't read it, good luck finding those single issues, but the trade should be out soon. A couple titles that we did get in, but I didn't have enough copies to check out, was Scarlet Witch number 6. That was from last week. We were shorted. And then Green Lantern Corps Edge of Oblivion number 5 of 6 came out this week. I also want to mention that Birthright Volume 3, Allies and Enemies, came out this week, the trade paperback. So I love Birthright. I'm kind of waiting for them to do hardcovers. So I'm right now I'm in that stage where I'm like waiting it out to see if they're going to go to hardcovers. If they do, then I'm just going to stick with hardcovers. If not, then I'll be picking up trade number 3. Otherwise, that would have been in the stack with Ant-Man. A couple things I want to mention on this one. I finished another Star Wars book yesterday, and that one was Star Wars Lords of the Sith by Paul S. Kemp. Really good stuff. Emperor does a lot of badass shit in this book, and it's pretty cool to kind of see him in action. He did some okay stuff as at the end of Revenge of the Sith, but I think this really kind of captures how much power him and Vader have. And yeah, just really enjoyable overall. So if you're curious about the new canon stuff, I'm going through and reading the books. I've read 4 of them so far. The first one I read was Star Wars Aftermath, which my review got on Amazon. Got somebody like trying to troll me about, but I'm just throwing up an easy review. It's nothing too serious. It's whether or not I liked it or not. And then I read Star Wars Tarkin, which I highly recommend to anybody because Tarkin's just a really cool character, and in that book you see kind of some of his backstory after the Clone Wars. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Then there was Star Wars Heir to the Jedi, which is told in the first person from the viewpoint of Luke Skywalker, and yeah, it was interesting. It was predictable. It was okay. But yeah, I mean, hey, what can you do? And then this was the 4th book I read. So currently I am on Star Wars Dark Disciple, which has ties to the Clone Wars TV series. So I'm probably just gonna have to bite the bullet and try and figure out how to watch, or try and figure a way to watch those. But yeah. Another announcement is today is Wednesday the 10th. Well, yesterday was Tuesday, or sorry, today is Wednesday the 11th. Yesterday was Tuesday the 10th, and on Tuesdays movies come out, and on Blu-ray and DVD and all that wonderful stuff. And one movie in particular came out yesterday, and that is Deadpool. Oh yeah, Deadpool on Blu-ray. You need to get it. It's hilarious. It's funny. It might not be the best movie out there, but it is entertaining as shit. So I highly recommend you go down to your local video store, or Best Buy, or Fry's, or Costco if they have it, wherever you get your Blu-rays, and get Deadpool. Yes, good stuff. So I think that's it for the pull list. I've been working on a summary mapping list of the Grant Morrison Superman reordering thing, the article that came out about a week and a half ago now. So hopefully I will have that up soon. I did get my Loot Crate video recorded for last month's Quest series, but I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and get it processed and put up. My son is on it, my daughter interrupts, and it's just chaos all over. So yeah, I'll get that up as soon as possible. And then I think that's pretty much it for what's going on. Thanks again for watching. We did hit 100 subscribers on the channel. Thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe, leave comments down below. All that good stuff. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. You can also listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast, which we just recorded. We recorded Friday night our Civil War commentary, well, not commentary, I guess, our Civil War review episode, so that should be up tonight. So go check that out. I think that's issue 260, episode 260, yeah, I believe. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, not much going on, so I will see you next week.